Welcome back to a new video. So in this workout I did some block work with the snatch and kind of clean jerk, mostly just to clean, as you'll see, and then I did some goofy pulls where I just kept loading the weight with these high blocks just to see how much weight was possible to get on the bar, because basically doing a pull above your knee with like a deadlift grip is, you can basically just do whatever weight that you can load on the bar, at least from my experience. But block snatches went pretty well. I did doubles up to 120 actually. I kind of had a miss at 100 with the first rep, but I was able to go up to 110 and 120 and make some doubles on there. They were quite difficult. And then I did 125 and missed it the first time, made it the second time, and then did some clean and jerks. One thing that I have been noticing is that doing above the knee block snatches seem to be helpful and to correlate to better lifts just throughout the week in that movement. But for high block cleans, it seems like it's not necessarily bad or anything, but it's not really having any sort of positive effect. And I had also been looking at some old Russian training videos, and not really too old. There was this one like 17-year-old Russian teenager that did a 180 snatch and 219 clean and jerk. And if you're in the weightlifting world, you probably know the name of that. It's like, starts with a K, and I forget how to say it, nor can I really probably pronounce it correctly. But I was seeing some of his old training clips and noticed that he did a lot of block cleans, but from below the knee. And I haven't done a block clean below the knee in quite a while, but what I have remembered from doing that was that it didn't really feel that bad to do. It felt similar to how these block snatches feel, where you kind of just go in the movement. You're not really trying to figure out how to initiate the pull. So I may start to add those in. It'll be kind of annoying to set up if I'm doing like high block snatches and then to do low block cleans, because I'll have to manipulate things around. But looking at the clip now of the 120 double, I could probably just use the tops of the blocks, and it's only a few inches. It'll probably be a pretty decent height for the cleans. But I might start to implement those in a little bit to see how they feel on like block days, because it seems like the block snatches, like I said, are having a pretty good effect on just being able to get the top end weights and just getting just more general volume in, the speed under the bar, all that good stuff. But with the cleans, I don't know, I feel like it's just not helping that much, and I don't really want to keep doing them because I don't really enjoy the movement either. The cleans always feel really awkward, at least for the initiation of the pull, and want to experiment with some other movements. Clean and jerks have gone well. I'm speaking more in the future, so it's not as if like training's going bad with them, but I'm just trying to optimize what I'm doing with them on these days, because I want to keep doing snatch work but change the clean jerk work. With these, I got up to 143, and I clarked the jerk just because I didn't really feel like I had the energy for the jerk. But then I just went up to 165, 183, and then I don't know the kilos after that, because it was 585 in pounds, and then 700 and 800 for these goofy pulls, which you'll see here. So they start pretty normal, and I actually kind of like the high pulls with the clean grip. It felt kind of nice because even though it's hard to do the cleans, like the actual pulls feel like normal. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like if I'm trying to go under the bar, then I feel like I can't get that final extension, or at least like the bar path's all messed up. But if I'm just doing pulls from above the knee, then they feel pretty good. But if I'm doing low block cleans, then I'll probably just do low block pulls if I'm doing them on that day, because I didn't want to squat. That's why I added these in on this day. And it's usually the case when I do pulls, I usually like to go heavy, just because it's fun. And when you're above the knee, it takes like no stress. I mean, the range of motion is so short, especially because I'm built pretty well for deadlifts. The range of motion is especially short for these. But the 165 and the 183 here are essentially the two working sets. And then I just went up to this 585 for fun. I took off the blocks, those little pads at the bottom, just to make sure I have enough height to actually get the bar off the blocks, because they're so high. And then this was 700 pounds, or 705, I should say. And then I actually, these plates, the way they were taped up, they fell off. You'll see at the end. But the first time I had it set up, they just rolled off at first. So I would consider that a rep, but not really, because it's not an important movement. But just kind of a fun movement to do. It was certainly a pain to take all of those plates off after. But 705 is what I could fit on the bar without having to do the Leaning Tower of Pisa on top of it. But I don't know, I'd be curious to see what I can do from the low blocks, because that's more similar to like a strongman. Obviously above the knee, it's kind of just a infinite weight glitch where you can just do as much weight as you can fit. So it's not really like an important or good movement necessarily, but it's also not one that's bad. I mean, I got a nice little trap DOMs the next day, and I would guess it's probably from essentially the shrug that, 800-pound pull shrug, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Lift the bar off the block 2 inches. But very productive day. Very happy with how snatches are going from the blocks, and just thinking about some things that I want to implement when I'm doing these block days, because I feel like they're having a positive effect overall in training, and just continue to move in the positive direction. But that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.